I was allowed to grow within my process by literally being obsessed with the process. So yeah, it was hard, but also when you practice patience, it's right on time. Like something can happen for you today or 10 years from now. The patience part is, are you ready when it shows up?
What do them? Yo. It seems like all night you acting so tempted to touch. Y'all link up, let's vibe, I don't need much reasoning. Here you go with basic thinking. Basically, I want you to know the ends that I'm staying, it's no worries, you can take control. It's real life, no pain.
What did you do if you was nervous?
Say that, I can't hear you.
What did you do if you was nervous?
Oh, good question. I mean, we can all kind of speak on that. Lucian, talk to me.
Okay, so I got the formula for the nerves, okay?
Let's hear it.
Nervousness only happens with lack of preparation and respect for your audience, right?
Talk about it.
So you're going to be in a situation where you're like, oh my God, I want them to really like me, or it's somebody you're trying to perform for, but you're underprepared, you didn't rehearse, or you don't know the tune. But if you know the music, or you know whatever you're speaking, like the back of your hand, I'm talking about you got to read it 100 times. So if you ever have an assignment, or you got to do a speaking assignment in class, and you know that little butterfly you feel right before you go up, when you're getting all nervous, it's because you didn't do your homework. You understand? So you got to read it and know it. You got to know it. Whatever you're doing, know it where it's second nature. It's like breathing. You don't even think about it.
Thank you.
But at times you do get nervous. So there's also techniques. What I personally do is breathing techniques. Like take deep breaths, slow down the heart rate, and then tell myself, I'm here for a reason. You really have to tell yourself why you're there. Say, I'm here for a reason. Take some deep breath and calm the nerves down.
Thank you, thank you. We have an actual lawyer on the stage with us. And the beautiful thing about that is a lot of people don't realize that, instead of just, being a part of the system, the justice system of your state, you can also be serving justice in the entertainment business. A lot of people don't realize that not only can you do that in the entertainment business, but there are women spearheading that kind of work. So how do you navigate a space like music and make it, I guess, different from people that are doing normal law? Because what you do is a little special. It's not just like your average law. So how do you navigate that space, especially with like artists? Because I know I've been there where I have no idea what's going to happen with my career, and then it's like, wait, I need help, I need advice, or who do I talk to? So how do you navigate those spaces?
I guess the way that you do it is just to speak to people like humans is the best way to, I would say. Ask them what they need, ask them what they're looking to do and what they're trying to accomplish. Like, how many of you consider yourself musicians? Artists? Anybody? You? What, do you sing, dance? You don't have to say, but if you are an artist, the first thing that you want to do is just be able to explain what you want, and then I just help people. I consider myself like kind of a legal guide. You tell me what you want to do, and then I walk you through the steps to get where you want to go. That's pretty much how I figured it out.
That's amazing.
You mind if I add something?
Of course.
My attorney brain gets excited.
Of course.
Who's under 17 here? Everybody? That's your superpower. Do you know you can make a contract under 17 and you can break it once you turn 17? So what I'm telling you right now is if you start a business, the 13-year-old sweet spot, 13 to 17, you can start a business now. Who has social media here? Okay, awesome. Does anyone register the recordings for social media? You can get paid every time you speak. You don't, or you do? You can make money every time you're on social media. I do social media brand influencers. They get paid between $1,000 to $10,000 per post, depending on what you're posting, right? Your superpower is that you're young, you're connected, and you understand technology. So you can start a business today just with your social media page. Who here is on, does anyone use Twitch? Any gamers? Okay, right there, you can go ahead and go on Twitch, have your social media page done, monetize it, and you can make money as under 17 right now because there's value in your voice already. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, that was it.
Thank you. Star, did you have something to add to earlier's?
I mean,
I know, but we.
No, it's
I
honestly it was really simple what I was gonna say. Just to answer your question, the best thing that you can do if you are an artist is incorporate yourself if you plan on making money, because money's attracted to structure. Artists who don't have a structure don't know how to receive the money that's staring them in the face, and that's what basically what Latte Lawyer was saying. Yeah, the structure is literally what will change the game.
Thank you for that.
One last thing. Number one thing is just start. Do it.
That's it.
Just start.
Yep.
You will understand the process. You won't know everything about the process. By starting, though, you will learn as you go.
Yep.
Just start.
100%.
I think I'll just be the devil's advocate here. I think what he's asking for is the knowledge and information of starting.
Yeah.
So I think something needs to be in place. Maybe, I don't know. Just saying this. That was for all of us. We didn't know anything. We didn't know how to delegate and who to delegate the work to. Where's the starting line? Where, and this is for y'all too, tech savvy young children. Google it. You know what I mean? Google is pretty awesome. You have a tool in front of you, YouTube University. You can build an engine on YouTube. So if you really want to learn how to start a business and think about the step-by-steps, go to YouTube, go to Google. Everything is right at your fingertips. In our generation, where I'm a little older, but in my generation, I had to go to an encyclopedia. It was an actual book. I had to look at information that was written years ago. Y'all are getting an update play-by-play on the hour by the minute. So the information is there. Social media is great, but jump off and maybe get a little bit of education outside of what you might be learning in the school for some things that interest you.
I'd love to go to is Mr. Erase the Hate. Being in the community, not only as a leader, but also a man, black men don't really have a space to be open about emotion and things that might affect us in our community. So how do you balance keeping and maintaining a leadership position as well as being true to who you are?
I think the answer to that is balance. And finding common ground with the people that I serve with. And we're all humans, and we all, hopefully everybody that works with me, everybody that works and serves with me believes there's a God, and that's where the balance starts. You know what I'm saying? That's where you can see the difference between me as a leader and me as, just somebody that's serving.
Thank you. We have another question right here with the hoodie. Because we don't deal with those. Okay, come on now. Talk about it. Hold on. What you were saying about the haters?
Motivation.
We don't use haters as motivation.
Keep 'em.
We use the people that love and support us for motivation. We don't do nothing for the haters. We do everything for the people that love us and the people that support us. That's where the motivation comes from.
So you got to understand something, right? So even Jesus had people that hated him, and you know what he came here to do. I ain't trying to get all, deep on none of that, but we don't focus on the things that aren't putting positivity in our life. But you should always be aware of things that are a danger to you, because then if it's not positive for me, if I can't be proud of it, if it doesn't allow me to work in my best self, then you should stay away from it. So it's good to acknowledge, but we don't force ourselves to, dwell on it. Does anyone have something to say about that?
In my experience, a lot of the times haters are really fans who don't know the right way to tell you with confidence.
Talk about it.
Yeah, like they appreciate you.
They're your biggest fans. That's what people don't realize. The haters are the ones that love you the most, but they can't have you in some way, so they're forced to hate you. Or they're in a situation where they have to choose to hate you because they can't love you. Like, I'm not going to say most, I'm going to say all the time, if somebody is legitimately trying to sabotage you in some way out of nowhere because of your talent, because you're shining, it's because your light irritates their demons. And that's just something that's within them. We're going to learn that later, children. That's a whole other conversation.
That's a whole other
It's
conversation.
Me, You, and Jesus. It's on Thursdays at 7:30.
But
It's called The Rap. It's Me, You, and Jesus.
Say that again? Oh, I'll tell you. I was in first grade, and I literally was a part of the gospel choir. So that's how I started in church. And I recorded my first actual song when I was 12 years old in an actual studio. And my first show, I opened up for some artists that were on Interscope in New York. But that was just me. But anyone wants to answer that?
I would like Marlo to answer that for him.
I started performing as an actress When I was like 12, 11 in middle school, I was really shy and I didn't have that many friends. And the friends that I did have were all dancers or they were into sports, and I was not that child either. So I tried drama class, and I loved how it made me feel. And so I continued on performing as an actress. And most recently, this past year, I started expressing myself as a singing artist. And I had a great experience at a writing camp that Echo invited me to, and just seeing the brilliant magic of creation and art inspired me to book my own studio session. And so
Amazing.
now I'm about to be 27, and I just recorded my first song.
Congratulations.
And thank you.
Congratulations. That's the beauty.
Thank you.
That's the beauty. Congratulations.
Thank you. And this is, it's never too late. Like, we're alive and we're breathing. And so that is your one reason to do the thing that's on your heart to do.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. This next question goes out to Echo. Echo. So we know you're a producer and you're an engineer and you're a DJ. You are a dot connector. You connect people with things that they need. I have a really serious question, and it's more so personal once again. How do you know when it's something for you to step back from and give to someone as a resource and something that you utilize for yourself? Because I think that's a very, you got to have a balance. You can't always take from the pot. Sometimes the pot a bubble, and you don't want to touch the soup till the soup finish. So, you know what I'm saying? How do you know when it's time to go grab a bowl and a spoon, or just let the pot bubble?
Well, there was a time I didn't know, and that's where I realized that whole analogy of, has anybody been on a flight or a plane? Yes. Anywhere flew? So when the flight attendants will give you that, and the demonstration, how you got to secure your mask in case anything happens before you could secure anybody else's mask. And that was my problem. I felt like, if I can give first, maybe they'll put their hand out for me. And Lucian knows very well, we've been through this together, right, with certain people. And that's when I realized, like, nah, man, I can still help people, but if I'm not breathing, how can I help anybody else, right? So literally, and if if you touch the pot and it's too hot, I can't serve you the food if my hand's in a cast or something, right? So you just gotta work off of energy, and like Bottle said, you gotta align yourself with the right network. You'll hear a lot of times you're only good as your network, and that's real, because if you have people that are doing great things or are talking about positive things, you're going to be around that energy more than people that are doing negative things. So if you're in a circle where you are around people that are talking behind people's backs a lot or always have gossip and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes we like to get caught up for entertainment, you know what I'm saying, in certain things, but you don't want to be around that, the majority of your time, because you'll find a lot of time was wasted on the wrong things, so yeah. That's
Agreed. Thank you for that. I appreciate that, by the way. My next question goes to LyricalLove Music. LyricalLove, so being an advocate for music, as well as doing things for the youth, I want to know how do you practice self-care within putting so much self-love and all of the patience you do in the community? How do you practice your own self-care? Because I know not only as a teacher and a mentor, also as a mother, you need to be able to keep that balance. You need to be able to go home and feel like I'm happy. So how do you balance that?
Well, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it is very hard to balance that because, believe it or not, in the studio, when students come in, they're bringing everything. They are having a hard day. They're not trying to express in this way right now, and it's super important for me to be able to defuse that situation before we can get started and doing it in a normal amount of time. I mean, they're paying us by the hour, by the half hour. So, yes, it is very hard. But on the days that it's easy, I can tell you what I do.
What is that?
Bubble baths.
There we go.
Eating good food.
Of course.
Sleeping. Watching your favorite films. Does anybody like KTV? Because
Yeah.
I like K-pop.
For sure.
I do. I love it. And I love cooking. It's my new thing. I also love to paint. I don't know if you guys have seen on my table, I have a painting over there that I did with my girls. Sometimes you just need to get away and do that. So it's super important to take care of yourself, to do the things that you love the most, and don't be afraid to do it alone. You know? So that's my answer.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. So do we have any other questions? Because if I'm gonna ask again because I like the way y'all answer, but I'm gonna ask again. Is there any other questions? All right. Thank you to Handy. Thank you to everyone for being here. Thank you to everyone on the panel. You know, it means a lot. This was great. So right now, I'm gonna ask. If you want to hear some music, say yeah. Yeah. If you want to hear some music, say yeah. Yeah. All right, so boom. So I just dropped this song. It's called In My Life. And you know, it's on the platforms. Check it out. Hit us up on Instagram. Do all that good social media stuff. Echo, run the tune. We good, y'all. Thank you again.
See me, have the thing make you feel alright. Yo. What do them? Yo. It seems like all night you acting so tempted to touch. Y'all link up, let's vibe, I don't need much reasoning. Here you go with basic thinking. Basically, I want you to know the ends that I'm staying, it's no worries, you can take control. It's real life, no playing. Only have been making a me life. Lexus and be my Via drive. Big buckle for your pop. You know say we no ask price. Fat sexy girl in a me side. Happy riches here in a me side. More life in a me side. We no take chat in a me side. Checks we gon' run them up. Party all night and we dance till the sun come up. Y'all just drink what you want, you know. You have no friends, just send for the buckle now. Yo, you have to recognize. Are the real dandada with the vibes? If them don't want turn up for your feet, that me say. Them just want kill the vibe. Only have to making a me life.